All right, everybody. I am back with a brand new DC update. And yesterday at the CinemaCon, James Gunn showed up via video because he doesn't have the guts to show up in person, which some of the comments on him not showing up were pretty funny. But he did reveal the full Superman logo. And I got to tell you guys, I am not a fan of it. And I'm going to show you some different pictures in regards to the logo today. And I will tell you, I have a big fear of one aspect based off of the video presentation that they did. There are some screenshots of that, but we do have some stuff to look at today. Now, if you didn't catch it yesterday, I did do a trailer reaction to Joker, Folie à Deux, and that is up for members on my channel. I will no longer be doing or attempting to do, I'll do the Netflix trailers for everybody because they tend to let me show them, but Warner Brothers and some of the other studios do not. And so I'm not even going to mess with their system anymore, and only those videos will no longer be monetized, and only my members will be able to see the trailer reactions. So if you're not a member, down below this video, down right about here, there's going to be a join button. And if you guys are interested in joining, that's where you would join. It's $5 a month, and you guys will get other perks too just in addition to those trailer reactions. But let's take a look at the photos that I have grabbed since yesterday. So this was pretty funny. This is where people were making some interesting comments, but it says James Gunn sends a video message to the attendees of the Warner Brothers panel at CinemaCon, teasing an appearance at the 2025 convention and thanking fans for the success of Guardians of the Galaxy 3. A Superman logo is shown off inside the room. And let's take a look at what this logo actually looks like. So here we go. Is that Peter Safran? I don't think that's Safran. I can't tell who that is, but somebody was obviously presenting. And it says Superman releasing 7/11/2025 will be a bold new era of DC storytelling. And so James Gunn was not actually there. He's going to be on video, but you can see that speaker down there at the bottom of this photo. And there is the actual logo for Superman. That is the logo that's going to be on all of the marketing. It's what they're going to run with. And I have some thoughts on this. I used to be a graphic designer in high school, and I'm going to talk about what I do and do not like about this logo and what my fear is going into this. But we'll take a look at that here in a few minutes. Also, DC, I guess that was Peter Safran down there. So it says The Hollywood Reporter, DC Studios head Peter Safran shows off Superman, the Christopher Reeve story at CinemaCon, a new documentary that will release in theaters this fall that tells the story of the famous Superman actor. Now, I don't think movies like this should be released in theaters. This is a money grab by Warner Brothers. It should premiere on something like HBO Max or whatever it is. But they're desperate for money, and they're going to milk the DC stuff as much as they can. If you didn't see my last video, investors have insight to this, and they said that Warner Brothers, they want the face of Warner Brothers to be DC. And they've got one shot with this Superman movie, and for me, it doesn't look like it's going to meet expectations. But we will see when it finally does get released. Now, this was released by somebody today, and I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know how this would fit in with this when Rick Flag's son is supposed to be in this, because I believe the Creature Commandos from the comic, and don't quote me on this, I think took place like in the 60s. And so it wouldn't match up with David Corenswet unless it's taking place in the 60s. But this was supposedly breaking news. First look at David Corenswet as Superman in Creature Commandos HBO Max show premiering in 2024. David has reportedly already recorded his audio. Creature Commandos will be an animated movie that's also based in the DCU. And yes, guys, just so you guys know, they always do the voiceovers first when they're doing an animated movie, and then they build the animation around the voiceovers. That's how it works. So just know that that's how that process is done. And if he's going to be in that, that will be interesting. But again, they're going to try and tie all this stuff together. And it's going to be interesting to see how they do it. And having Superman, this is going to draw little kids to want to watch Creature Commandos. And again, with them talking about it being a hard R and everything else, I don't necessarily think that's a good idea. But we'll see when it does finally get released. So this came out from DCU Updates. So he said, "We've been asking the wrong question, guys." So David Corenswet has been replaced. There's a new Superman in town. Somebody said, "Aha, the question has been answered. No red trunks, no trunks at all." And James Gunn responded, "No one ever guessed zero pants whatsoever." This is meant to be kind of a humorous post because of the dog dressed in the Superman suit. But we will, we'll see. I'm hoping there's no red trunks on Superman, but I have a feeling that he's going to have trunks. All right, so here is a much better look at this Superman logo. So I want to talk about the design of this and the look and what I don't like. First of all, I do not like the thick, huge border around the red. Now, it looks like it's supposed to be multi-layered here, kind of like at maybe a 45-degree angle as it goes into the suit. We won't know. So if you look at the bottom corner, that's what it looks like. Now, if that's the case, that'll look okay. Possibly. But my fear is that that yellow around the red is going to be too big. Too big. And what I don't like, and my biggest fear in this, is you see that the S in the center is actually glowing. I hope this does not. I pray that this does not have a foil look to it. I hope it does not reflect light and does not have this foil look to it. That is my biggest fear with this. But you can already see the stickers that are going to be released, and they're calling the summer of 2025. Warner Brothers they're calling it the summer of Superman. And this is one of those things where they're going to do the marketing like crazy. If you thought they did a lot of marketing for the Batman film, they're going to do that tenfold for Superman and spend a crap ton of money on the marketing to really try and get people into the theaters. I don't think it is going to work. I don't think it's going to make anywhere near as much money as the Batman did, but we will see. Superman has never been the bigger draw. Here again is a more up-close look, and you can see all the people in the audience there. James Gunn was not there, but again, you can really see the glowing in the center of that S, and I just hope it does not have a foil look to it and does not reflect light. My gosh, that would be, that is not, I really hope that's not the case. And then here we get to see the two, the previous generation with Henry and what they did for the marketing. To me, the left just looks more intricate, more sophisticated. The right one looks very cheap and very generic. I'm just not really looking forward to this. Because of this, it just has me worried about what they're going to do here in the future. All right, guys, so there are the photos that got released since my update yesterday. I want to be excited for Superman. I do. My two favorite DC characters are Batman and Superman. I'm just not. I still feel jaded and ripped off because of what they did with Henry Cavill and Black Adam and then pulling him away after they announced that he was back. And everything about this production to me reeks cheap, reeks money grab, not quality. And I hope I am proven wrong. I hope a year and a half from now when this movie gets released that I can sit there and say I was completely wrong about everything, that the movie's incredible and you guys should go see it. But I'm not counting on it. And I'm hoping by keeping my expectations low that maybe I'll find more enjoyment out of it than I normally would. But again, I just don't have any enthusiasm for what they're doing. Not for Creature Commandos, not for this, and not for whatever, for all the stuff that they have planned. In fact, out of all the stuff that they've announced, the only thing I'm really interested in is the Green Lantern show that's supposed to be done by the showrunners who did True Detective. And if that's true, That's the thing I'm most looking forward to because of the serious nature of it. But everything else, and I have real fears of what they're going to do with Batman when Batman and Robin, the Batman Brave and the Bold, comes out. I really don't know what Batman and Robin and how they're going to play that. I have a feeling they're going to go jokey with it, and they can't. You can't be comedy with that character. You can't use comedy. You just can't. And so I have fears. I hope all of my fears are unfounded. But we will find out as these things get released. If you stick to my channel, I will be covering everything that gets released and all the talk around the DC stuff in the future. There's a lot coming up, so I will be here for all of it. I do appreciate the support. We will see you on the next video.